Once again, my name is Noel Booker, Noel A. Booker Sr. with Business Credit Builder. And what we do at Business Credit Builder is help entrepreneurs and small business owners build business credit and get access to funding. Okay. Thank you everybody for coming. I'm getting ready to mess up your name. Gozum. How you doing, Mr. Gozum? Anyway, okay, so today we're going to talk about the financing options that you have once you are in a position to get a loan, right? And I like to let people know that when you're considering getting a loan for your business, there are things that you need to consider before you even approach that situation, right? Which is this, the 3 C's, right? You probably heard about the 3 C's before. And every lender is going to look at the 3 C's before they grant you an approval for a business loan. The 3 C's are credit. And when I say credit, I mean personal credit and business credit, okay? Collateral. Collateral is assets that you have that can offset the loan, right? They're going to look at that, whether or not you have it or not. And the 3rd C is cash flow, because they want to see that you're able to pay off a loan. And how are you going to pay it, right? So the 3 C's, right? Credit, collateral, cash flow. Now, if you have all 3 of these, then you can possibly qualify for an SBA loan. Now, an SBA loan is the best place to get funding for your business. It's the best place. The reason why it's the best place is because they're going to give you a bunch of money, more money than normal. They're going to spread it out over like 30 years, and the interest is going to be very low because these are guaranteed. So even if you don't pay the loan off, the bank is going to get paid on these SBA loans. So the interest rate is low. So that's why that's the best situation, right? But most of us cannot qualify for SBA loans. So if you have all 3 C's, you can possibly qualify for an SBA loan. If you have 2 of the 3 C's, you can possibly qualify for a term loan, okay? And if you have 1 of the 3 C's, depending on which one of the 3 C's you do have, then there's money available for your business, okay? Now, let's say you don't have any of those 3 C's. That's okay, because you can start building business credit. And as you build business credit, you get access to more and more funding. But not everybody can do business credit, because building business credit, it takes some time, it takes some patience, it takes some administrativeness about you, okay? So I'm not saying business credit is for everybody. It's not for everybody, okay? But if you're dedicated, then you can do it. The clients that I have that do the steps that we tell them, they get more funding than they possibly even thought of, than I even told them, okay? So I always undersell the stuff that I do sell, right? So start your business credit by doing your free business credit consultation at businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. And that's how you start, right? Okay, so now we're going to talk about the financing options that you do have, assuming that your business is set up credible, okay? And if you've seen any of my other webinars, you know what I mean by setting up your business credible in the eyes of the lender. There are over 20 points to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. Things like having your business name, your business telephone number set up correctly, having a DUNS number, having a website, EIN number, and all this stuff, right? That's the simple stuff, but I'm telling you that simple stuff, making your business credible in the eyes of the lender, is the most important piece to getting funding, okay? Okay, so what we're gonna do something different than I normally do, right? I normally go through these slides to show you the options that I do have, but now I have a new lending partner, and so we're gonna go over their stuff as well. And we're gonna do this live on the internet, so y'all can follow along with me, all right? So I'm gonna share my screen now, and then y'all can follow along with me if y'all are at a computer, okay? Okay, so now you should be able to see my desktop with my website. This is businesscreditbuilder.us, all right? This is the website. Businesscreditbuilder.us is the website, okay? Okay, so what you would do is go to business loans. You see the tab on the top, business loans, and we click on that. Okay, so then you come to this page, you scroll down a little bit, and here are the funding options. And we're gonna go through all of this, okay? Now, DAC, which is David Allen Capital Incorporated, I am a new independent agent of. So we're gonna go through their stuff. And they're not the normal lender because they have other products that help businesses, and we're gonna go through that. Now, I'm very new to being a dealer for DAC, and I have not completed the full training. So we're gonna go through the basic stuff. And then later on, I'm gonna come back and do specific webinars on the different products that are available at DAC, okay? So, David Allen Capital. Now, David Allen Capital offers a product that is called gig worker funding. Gig worker funding. So we're going to click on that and go to it. We're going to figure out what this is. All right. So small business and gig worker funding. Okay. You can get funded now. Now, I want to say this about DAC is that when you submit an application to them, you're going to get an answer within the next 5 minutes. Okay. And this is how it works. Applying and receiving your cash is simple and fast. No fees to apply, and this will not affect your credit score. Okay, so applying does not affect your credit score. All right. So what you do is you apply, you get approved, and then you get funded. That's simple, right? Simple. Simple requirements. Now, this is for the small business and gig worker funding. Let me go back over that. Who does this apply to? Well, normally, to get a business loan, you have to have your business incorporated, have a business bank account, EIN number, all that stuff are required to get a business loan. But DAC has opened up the game right now, in which, let's say you are a independent contractor, you mow lawns, or you are a truck driver, or you're a hairstylist and you're putting your money in your personal bank account. You're an independent contractor. You don't have a business, or you might even have a business and you're putting money into your personal account or your business account. But this opens it up for a lot of more people that use their personal bank account to put their money in, right? And don't have a business, a business with the Secretary of State, right? So this does apply to them people. So this opens the gate to a lot more people, right? Okay, so here are the requirements. Let's go over what the requirements are to get gig worker funding. This is the most stringent one right here. You need to make $3,000 in a month. And they're going to want to see 3 bank statements, and they're going to want to see multiple deposits in each month, totaling over $3,000. All right. There's a breezy online process. Answer a few questions, link your bank account, review approval terms, accept funding offer, and receive the funds. It's that simple. Simple and fair. No hard credit inquiries, transparent terms, no collateral required. Okay. Get more when needed. So after you have a payment history, it earns you more. Receive funds again. Add on funds available. Okay. So this makes it an easy and swift situation. All right. Very simple. You get an answer right away. And you get an answer why. If they decline you, it's most likely because you don't have the $3,000. Or I've had people submit and they only had like 1 deposit. See, you have to have multiple deposits, right? Or a client may have 2 months for $3,000, and then one of those months is below $3,000, right? It has to be $3,000 each month with multiple deposits, because they want to see that you're steadily doing this. This is what you do, right? So that's the gig worker funding. That's the simple overview. You can find out more. Go to the website and click on the button that says Get Funding Now. All right. So let's go back to here, and we will go into business capital. Business capital. Okay, we got something in the chat. What kind of interest rates? Okay, so that's a good question. See, when you put in your information, everybody is different. So I can't say what the interest rate is going to be, right? So everybody is different. And every company that is looking to give you a loan, they're going to take a risk assessment of you, and your risk assessments will be individual of you, be unique to your situation. So I can't say what yours is, right? But you fill out the application, no risk, no inquiries, and you can find out what your terms will be within minutes. Okay. So that's an easy one. They'll let you know. Okay. And that's where situations come in. You get approved, but you don't like the terms, right? So it's the cost of doing business. Okay. So you can expect the terms to be kind of difficult. I'm not going to say they're going to give you money to a business. Businesses are high risk. So I'm not going to say they're going to give you money for cheap. I'm telling you, the cheapest way to get money for your business is the SBA loan. Everybody else, they're going to get this, right? So it's the cost of doing business, right? And let me just say this too, that these corporate businesses out there, they never use their own money. They already have accepted that there is a cost to get funds. Okay. So let's say this, right? To play the devil's advocate, right? Let's say you have $100,000. You sitting on $100,000. You ain't using it, you ain't touching it. It's just there, right? Now you got this good business idea, right? You got this business idea, and you're confident in this business idea, right? And I've had a lot of confident business ideas, right? Now, you take your $100,000 and you start your business, right? Now, the facts are that most businesses fail in 5 years. That's the facts. The lenders know that fact, right? So let's say you don't do well and the business falls. Well, you're out of $100,000. Now, if you had borrowed that 100,000, then you just owe this company for that 100,000, right? Whoever gave you that money. And when they come to collect it, they can only come to the business. They cannot come to you personally to collect that money because they loaned that money to the business. They can only come for the assets of that business. They cannot come for you personally. If you use your own money, you just out. Okay, that make my point on that. So businessmen, they make business moves. And they already know there's an expense to get this going because they don't want to take the risk, the financial risk themselves. That's what big business do. Okay, I'm just saying, all right? All right, let's move forward. Okay, now we're gonna go to business capital. Business capital. Okay, we want to help fund your business growth. When your bank can't help you, we can. Okay. So when the bank can't give you that SBA loan, we possibly can. Apply now and fuel your business with up to $2 million this week. Okay. It's simple and fast. Receive a decision within 1 day and capital of up to 2 million as soon as 1 to 2 business days. Small business focus. We specialize in small businesses. We work to get you money while you remain focused on your business. Okay. Top rated providers. We only represent transparent, top rated, quick turnaround providers with over $10 million of funding so far. Okay. $10 billion of funding so far. You use as you choose. A lot of cases you get business loans, you have to specify exactly what you're going to use the money for. For these funds, you don't have to specify, right? Okay, the qualification is simple. Do you qualify? The minimum qualifications of our providers are less intensive than those of banks. We focus on getting you quick approval and fast capital, okay? So David Allen Capital has set up a system where it streamlined the efforts. You fill out the application, soon you're gonna know the answer. You ain't gotta call people, hey, what's up with my application? No. It's streamlined to go exactly to the department it needs to go based on the information that you put in on your application, okay? Time of business. You only need a minimum of 4 months in business. That's unheard of to get capital funding, okay? Location, any place in the United States. A lot of times you get a business loan, they only do certain states or certain areas, right? Certain zip codes or whatever, right? Personal credit, you gotta have at least a 500, okay? And that's easy, right? Even in my bad time of bad personal credit, I was above 500. So my worst day, I was above 500, okay? Monthly revenue, all right? This is the stickler right here, all right? This is the stickler. You need to be making $15,000 per month in revenue. You're not doing $15,000 per month in revenue, and that's when you go back to the self-employed option that we just talked about, the gig worker stuff, right? That requirement is only $3,000 a month, okay? And the industry, so over 700 different industries served. A lot of times you get a business loan, they only do particular industries, but this is broad, so we do almost any industry, okay? So that's the basic information, how to qualify for these capital loans, okay? All right, y'all can check out, y'all know where to get to this, right? All right, let's go back to my website, and we're gonna go to customer financing. Customer financing is when you have clients and let's say you want to get the business, but they don't have the money right now, and then you can get them financed, where you get your money right now and they just get on a payment plan for the products that you sell, right? Okay, so generate more sales. When you can generate more sales when you offer financing for the products that you sell, right? Depending on what you're selling, right? Or the services that you're selling. By offering customers the financing they need, okay? Want to select the right lender for your customers? We represent all the top providers, okay? We will help select the right lenders for you and your customers, okay? Now, these are the industries that are approved for this type of stuff. Medical and dental offices, right? Dentists, chiropractors and stuff. You can offer financing for those services. Automobile repair shops, finance that brake job, right? Home improvements. So your contractor, if you're a contractor and you do home improvement, you can get your services financed, the services that you provide to your customer. And these are easy requirements to get them financed. If you sell jewelry or other retail stores, right? Retail stores, vocational and trade schools, tuition financing, right? Coaching and training seminars. That's what I do, right? So that comes into me. So my services can be financed, right? Veterinarian offices, online and e-commerce sales, and most other industries, right? So you come back to this page and figure out more details about that. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna have a whole webinar just on this stuff here, okay? So let's go to payment processing. This is for when you want to accept credit cards. In the normal situation, you got to go to your bank account and there's a monthly fee in order for you to accept credit cards, right? It's a monthly fee. So estimate 90% of your processing fees. I mean, I'm reading wrong. Eliminate 95% of your processing fees. Eliminate. So businesses that accept credit cards, there's a line item on their financials. This is the cost of accepting credit cards, right? And it's not cheap, right? To have that merchant account, there's a fee each month that you got to pay. All right. With us, you can save money with our standard processing or save a bunch with DAX cash discount processing. Okay. So you can save a little bit of money by doing the normal route, or we have another situation. Keep more of your money that you earn. So we offer cash discounting, right? What is cash discounting? Cash discounting is a specialized program that allows you to provide an incentive to cash buyers while eliminating almost all of your non-cash processing costs. You will be provided signage stating all of your prices are discounted for cash payment. And for customers who choose to pay with a credit card, a non-cash adjustment of 4% will be automatically added to the discounted cash price. You see how that works? So they can pay the cash price, or they can pay 4% more, and that's going to cover your fees, right? So, and instead of you taking on the fees, the monthly fees of being able to accept credit cards, now we're going to pass that on to the customer. And now you can get that money right now with their credit card, right? So that opens up your sales, gives you more options to get sales, right? Your plug and play equipment will arrive ready to use and pre-programmed with the non-cash adjustment of 4%. With a cash discount program, you can accept all major credit cards and EBT. Also, if you decide you want to offer an individual credit card user the discounted for cash price, you'll have the option to waive the non-cash adjustment at checkout. Okay. DAC provides the technology that makes this happen easily for you. Okay. So this will help you increase your sales, right? All right. Moving on, we're going to go to line of credit. Okay, let's check out the line of credit page. Business line of credit. Have funds available when you need them. When the banks can't help, we can. Revolving lines of credits from 5,000 to 100,000, right? Simple and fast. Receive a decision in 1 business day and as fast as 1 hour, requiring only a soft credit pull as low as 550 FICO score. I'm just saying, that's a simple deal, right? Fueling business growth. We specialize in small business and want to secure you a line of credit to help fuel your business. There's a better fee structure, simple to understand, draw fees and balance fees, with 0 penalties and big savings for an early payoff. Okay, how does the revolving business line of credit work? A revolving business line of credit allows you to draw funds against it at your discretion, up to the credit limit. Because it is revolving, as you pay it back, those funds become available again to you to use. You only pay interest on the funds you have taken out. That's different than a business loan. See, on a business loan, you got to pay the interest of the total amount straight when you get the starting straight when you get the money, compounded interest and all that stuff, right? So with a line of credit, you're only paying interest on the piece of the allotment that you use, right? Receive approval up to 100,000. You now have money reserved and available when you need it, and you only pay interest on the funds you take out. Take funds out as you need it. You can now draw all or portions of money as needed up to the approval amount. You have up to 1 year to repay any draws you take out. Automatically weekly repayment. You repay the drawn funds via an automatic weekly payment, which covers the principal and interest. You can repay with 0 penalties and big savings. New draws and revolving limit. Draw more money as needed, up to your approval amount. Your weekly payment is adjusted to cover repayment of the new balance. As you pay back, these funds become available again to use. Okay, so this is like revolving. You pay it, you get that money, you get access to that money, right? Okay, so cool. That is the new funding partner and the products that they offer. To that. All right, now we're going to talk about ROK Financial. All right, ROK Financial. We're going to start with equipment financing. Okay. equipment financing. Now, equipment financing. These are the industries that can get approved for equipment finance. And equipment financing is for machinery, any machinery used for your business, right? So construction industry, if you're doing rehabs, right? Or you're building homes or something like that. Manufacturing, if you're manufacturing your products that you sell and you need a machine to manufacture and package your products that you make, right? Hold on, I see a question in there. Let me get through this equipment financing. Trucking and trailers. So the trucking industry, for people that are in trucking, equipment loans can buy tractors and the trailers, okay? Furniture companies, okay? Furnishings and stuff like that. You can buy as equipment, right? Furnishings, okay? Medical, you got a medical office where you got equipment in that medical office. So that's what this is good for, equipment financing. The unique benefits are the terms range from 1 to 5 years. The rates start at 8%. Monthly payments are available, and you can fully amortize in a year of purchase. Okay, and that's more accounting related, right? Which means normally you get an asset and you depreciate it each month over several years, depending on the life of the asset, right? But when you do this, you get this asset, you're able to expense this all within 1 year, okay? So you have to talk to your accounting to figure out it's a great benefit to be able to do that, okay? Okay, the qualifications to get equipment financing, that there is no minimum time in business, no minimum revenue. There's a FICO score of 580, okay? FICO score of 580. The paperwork that's needed is the electronic application, year-to-date bank statements. So they're gonna ask you for about 3 to 6 months bank statements. And the invoice. They want you to provide the invoice or the quote for the equipment that you want them to buy. Because when they approve you, they're gonna cut a check to whoever you're buying it from. And you just walk in and bring it home, right? Okay, so that's the equipment financing. There's a button right there. You just click on that button there and it takes you to the quick application. It's an easy application. Just bust that out real quick, boom, boom, bam. All right, it's gonna take them about a day to get back with you, all right? Because they're gonna assign you a loan agent who is gonna work with you, all right? That's what's gonna happen over there. Okay, let's go to term loans. Term loans. This deals with these industries as well, the top industries: construction, manufacturing, auto repair, technology, e-commerce, okay? The unique benefits are, the terms are 1 to 4 years terms. They have bi-weekly and they also have monthly payment terms, right? The interest rate start at 7.99. There is no prepayment penalties, so you can pay it off without being penalized. The qualifications: 2 years in business, no bank liens or foreclosures in the last 3 years. You need a 660 FICO score to get this term loan, okay? The paperwork needed is electronic application, year-to-date bank statements, 3 to 6, usually what they do when they ask you for these bank statements, they're going to ask you for 3. Then they're going to check out those 3. Now, if they're not satisfied or they want to test you some more, then they're going to ask you for 3 more. All right. That's the normal practice of the banking system, of the funding systems. I don't know. I guess I do know why they're doing it, because they're trying to catch you slipping. Right. All right. So that's what they're doing there. But so just know that you're going to need 6 months. All right. But only give them what they ask for. When they ask for that 3, give them that 3. Let them come back and ask you for the extra 3. All right. Previous year, most recent tax returns. Okay. So they want 2 years tax returns. Your current year and the previous year. All right. So boom. That's the term loans with Rok Financial. Okay. Let's go to the line of credit. So Rok also has a line of credit. Let's see what their requirements are. Well, the top industries are construction, manufacturing, wholesale distributor, e-commerce, and medical. Okay, so those are the good industries for the line of credit. The unique benefits is that the terms available, they have 6, 12, or 18-month terms. Okay. They have weekly and monthly repayments, same day funding up to $200,000. It's a true revolving line of credit. The qualifications are: you have to be in business 6 months time in business. You need to have at least $120,000 in gross annual revenue and a FICO score of 600, right? Let me go back to this revenue thing, right? I've been getting a lot of applications coming in with people that they're asking for $100,000, but they make less than $50,000. They're going to get denied every single time. These companies need to see that you make at least $10,000 in a month before they give you $50,000. Okay? Now, there are other ratios that determine how much they're going to give you or whether or not you're a high risk or not, which I explained in other webinars. The ratios that they calculate. They take your application, they're doing some calculations over there. When they take your application, they're doing calculations over there, okay? So check out my other webinars. I have some webinars that include those type of ratios, okay? So the paperwork needed is the application, 6 months bank statements. They already tell you straight out they want 6 months, and electronic bank verification. I've noticed that these new type of funding places, they have these electronic bank verifications now, right? So that's how they're doing the verifications now. They're actually going in your account to see this. Okay. That's just a trend I've noticed, I'm saying. All right. Okay. Ms. Russell got a question. Do you offer any startup business loans or grants? Okay. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to the startup, what's really good for startup. Grants, you have to do your research for. You have to go find the grant for the location that you're in. Depending on what state you're in, go find grants that fund in your state. And then when you find grants, then you're gonna have to figure out which grant is going to fund my industry. And then they're gonna ask, they wanna know exactly what you're gonna be spending this money on. That's how these grants work. So you gotta go find those, okay? Unfortunately, that's the deal with that. But there are places to go look, all right? I got an old webinar that gives you some information on that, but I don't know which one it is, but it's an old one. I have a webinar. I'm gonna have to do that again soon, okay? Okay, so, yeah, the startup is we're gonna talk about soon, okay? So let's go back to ROK. We did So far, we did David Allen Capital, in which we discussed gig worker funding, capital, business capital, customer financing, payment processing, and line of credit. And we also talked about ROK Financial and their equipment financing, their term loans, line of credit. Now we're going to talk about ROK's working capital. Okay. Okay. ROK's working capital. Okay. They service top industries are construction, manufacturing, transportation, e-commerce, and medical, right? Those are the standard industries, right? The unique benefits is that they have 24 to 48-hour funding for this working capital. Bad credit is okay. Liens and judgments are okay. No minimum FICO score. The qualifications are, you have to be in business 6 months. Annual gross revenue should at least be 120,000, and there's no minimum FICO score. The paperwork that's needed is an electronic application, year-to-date bank statements, year-to-date credit card processing statements. Okay, so if you accept credit cards, they want to see that bank statement as well, so they can see how much money's coming in, right? They want to see your cash flow. Remember I said from the beginning, that's that cash flow piece. They want to see the cash flow, right? All right. So that's the working capital at ROK. Let's go to real estate. This is good. This is good, all right? The real estate is for all industries. Unique benefits are large funding amounts, low interest rates, and traditional APRs. Qualifications are, you have to be in business 6 months, annual gross revenue is 120, and you must own real estate, okay? So the own real estate thing is because they want to back your purchases from the equity of your existing properties. Okay, the paperwork needed, information on property. So they want to see the information on the property that you have. And they're trying to figure out how much they can take of it in the case that you default, right? In the case that you default. Okay, they want to get the estimated value of this product, of this property. They need 3 months of business bank statements. Okay, so that's with the real estate. All right. Okay, let's see what else ROK have. ROK got the fix and flips. This is what I like. I like this right here. This is the fix and flip, right? The fix and flip. The top industries are construction and real estate. So this is for people that already and can prove that you can fix a home and flip it. Means rehab a home and sell it. That's the Ebonics translation, right? All right. The unique benefits are the rates start at $899, 80 to 100% purchase funding, 100% rehab funding. Okay, so they'll pay to purchase the property 80 to 100% of it, right? And the rehab portion, they'll finance that totally. All right. The qualifications that you need a 640 FICO, and the paperwork needed is that you need an application and 3 months recent bank statements. That's simple. They probably got some more requirements on the back end. They want to make sure that you didn't flip the house. They want to see some stuff, right? All right. So get started today. Go to the website, check it out, right? Y'all got it. Okay, now we're going to talk about our hybrid, our credit line hybrid. And this is good for startups, okay? You can start your business today and get this money. It takes about 3 weeks to close on this, right? But this is the credit line hybrid program. I'm going to go over basically what it is. You need a 685 personal credit score, right? 685 personal credit score. You get up to $150,000 in unsecured no-doc credit cards for your business, even when the banks say no. So this is how this works. They look at your personal credit. They look at your highest revolving credit account, and they'll match that highest revolving credit account up to 5 times on 5 different credit cards. Okay. Most of the time, the interest rate will be 0 for the first 18 months or something, right? But this is good for startups and good for people that just need to get access to some funding for their existing business. If you have good personal credit, right? Here goes the drawbacks of this. There are drawbacks to this one. The drawbacks are inquiries and a 10% finder's fee on the back end. So once you got these credit cards, you can pay the fee with the credit cards. Now that's a high fee, right? But you have to think of it like this. You got a business, you got to be making boss moves sometimes, right? You got to make boss moves. So if the cost of getting this outweighs the benefit of getting access to this money, then it's worth it. If you're going to spend, let's say, a G on getting this, and the money that you get is going to get you 50 G's, from a boss standpoint, it makes sense, okay? So if the money that you're going to borrow is going to go make you some money, more money than it cost you to get this money, it's worth it, right? Sometimes you got to make boss moves, right? That's why you're the boss. You got to make boss moves, right? You got to make those hard decisions. That's what being a boss is. You got to make those hard decisions. Being a business owner is taking risks on what you already believe in. Take risk in what you already believe in. Otherwise, you're not going to be the big boss. You're going to be the guy like, yo, it takes money to get money, right? It takes money to get money. All right. So go to this website. You'll be able to go over all of this qualified thing. There's a little video right here to tell you more about this credit hybrid program. All right. Check that out. It takes about three weeks to get the credit cards from them. All right. All right. I think we went over everything I wanted to go over today. Yep. Y'all could go here and get the Rok Playbook, which has all the different stuff. You just click on it, and it's going to download this playbook for the Rok financial products, right? You see that? And it gives you some more details about all the stuff that I already told you about, even the SBA loans. You see, they got SBA loans there too. Okay. They got all that stuff. Business line of credit, we went over that. Accounts receivable financing, we didn't talk about that, right? But so they have accounts receivable financing at Rok as well. Okay. Equipment financing, we talked about. Okay. So y'all know the deal. Anybody got any questions? Any questions from anybody? Not that I can answer them because I'm not a finance guy, but I'm the business credit guy, right? All right. So once again, everybody, you know the website, businesscreditbuilder.us, right? Go to the website. You see this button right here, free business consultation. It's the free business credit consultation, all right? That's how you start, all right? That's how you start with me. Call me up. Let me talk to you about which item is good for you to apply for, all right? Let's streamline it. Let me help you out. Just schedule a consult and we're gonna work you through this, getting to this money. All right, see if you qualify, if you got some questions. All right. I hope this information was good. This is a new format for explaining our financing options. Make sure you get your free guide on how to build business credit at businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide, or just click this button right there, free guide button at the website, right? My webinars that I do, you go to the webinars button, it'll give you all of our upcoming webinars. And I hope everybody has a good night. Peace and blessings. Love to all. Bet Miss Russell, you're gonna be contacting me soon. Miss Ryder says thank you. Miss Russell says thank you. All right. I hope this was good information for y'all. I hope I didn't waste my time and waste your time. Everybody, have a good night. Peace and love. Yeah. Another one bites the dust.